Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Ohio, and I am about to help a really nice lady close on the purchase of her home. So, I am Carla Stewart with Superior Signature Notary Service. I am a notary public commissioned in the state of Ohio. I am on my way to Panera Bread, where I am going to conduct this loan signing with this nice lady. So, as as we've talked before, this is what I do, but we've mentioned that I usually go to people's homes to walk them through their loan signing, but I don't always go to people's homes. Sometimes we meet at Panera Bread or Starbucks or at a library or anywhere that is a public place that is convenient for both of us. So today we're meeting at a Panera Bread, and her agent is going to come, and I brought my scanner. And yes, thankfully I can do all of this at a Panera Bread. I can bring all of my equipment. I've got my bag, I've got my laptop, I've got all my cables. Again, I've got my scanner, and of course I have her documents. So I received the documents and I reviewed them, and then I really just prepared them, made sure that I knew all of the documentation that was there. I noticed, though, that on the notary certificate of most of the documents, the county was incorrect. And that's not a big deal. So in Ohio, the way we correct that is we just put a line through the wrong county, write the right county and write the correct county, and then initial. So that's what I did. So then I also added today's date to the documents in the notary certificate, so as to make sure that's correct. So now I'm going to go ahead and conduct this loan signing, and I'm going to really just kind of walk the client through signing the documents, make sure that she has current ID, which she said she does. Make sure she signs the documents correctly. And then I'm going to notarize some of those documents for her. Now, I always like to arrive at my appointments early, especially if I need to set up, which is pretty much every time. So I'm going to go in here. It is about 10 till 10. Usually I would be there a few minutes early, but I really wanted to go ahead and record this experience for you who don't know and who want to know exactly what a loan signing agent or notary signing agent is. So I'm going to go in here to Panera, and I'm going to go ahead and set up so that when she arrives, we can get started right away. This signing is fairly close to my home, where I work out of. And I've got all my equipment today, my notary bag as well as my scanner. I've got it all on my cart today. I've got a little cart that I use sometimes to just pull everything because it's just easier. And it depends. Like, I knew Panera is ground level, but if I'm going into someone's home, sometimes there's steps. And if there is, and I decide to use my cart, I'll just pick it up and take it in. It's not heavy, it's just a little bulky. Anyway, I'm here at Panera Bread. You might be able to see it behind me. I'm here. Let's go. We're going to get this loan signing done. And I hope this is her first home purchase. If it isn't, that's cool. I'm always excited, but I'm always super excited when it's someone who's buying their very first property. So let's go in, let's do it, let's get it done. I'll let you guys know how it went later on, okay? Thanks, bye. Hey guys. So the loan signing that I just completed at the Panera Bread was with a signer who is actually buying her first home. And I told you I get super excited about first-time home buyers. She was really sweet. She brought a family member and her agent was there. It was great. It was a really nice, smooth signing appointment. I had my laptop and my scanner all set up, and of course, her loan documents. And we went through the signing. Her agent was nice enough to explain some things to her. And then, of course, I described the documents to her and told her where to sign and date the documents. So it was a really nice loan appointment. It was a really nice experience, and I love being the last person, so to speak, in the process for a first-time home buyer or any home buyer or even a seller or even somebody who's refinancing, because the process can be very stressful for people. When we bought our home, it really wasn't stressful. Our agent took care of pretty much everything, and it was an extremely smooth process. But usually, a lot of people have a lot of ups and downs throughout the loan process. Once they find a house that they want, or even before that, just looking for a home can be stressful. But looking for a home, finding a home, and then having an agent that's going to be there and advocate for you, and then, of course, you going through the process of applying for a loan, working with the title agency, it can be stressful and have a lot of little twists and turns. So I like being the last person they have to deal with, so to speak, because they're finally closing on their home or they're refinancing, and now they're finished. They get to get their money if they're getting money out, if it's that kind of refinance, or if they're selling a home. Generally speaking, they're happy that they are now offloading that house or that property and that they can get all that money, because for a lot of people, they are then buying a new home and they need that down payment. So they need the proceeds from the sale of their house to have a down payment. So again, it was a really nice experience with her. She's a super nice lady. I hope she calls me in the future if she needs my notary services, or rather when she needs my notary services, because she will. So thanks for watching. Later today, I have another purchase loan closing to conduct, and I'll be excited about that too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Good afternoon. So of course, now I am on my way to yet another loan signing appointment. It is now about 1:45 in the afternoon. My earlier appointment was at 10 a.m. and this one is at 2:30. Now I'm going to be traveling a little bit for this signing. I'm driving about 30 minutes. I try not to do that usually, but today I'm going to. So these folks are purchasing a home, and it's actually going to be a second home for them. Yes, you see my little rubber finger here. It helps me turn the pages, because I've got over 100 pages to turn, so I need help. So anyway, they're buying their second home. I'm super stoked to go ahead and meet these people, and we're gonna do this closing at a bank. So remember, this morning I told you that usually I go to people's homes and I guide them through their paperwork. And then, of course, sometimes I go to places like Starbucks or library or Panera, like the one I had this morning. Well, this afternoon, I am going to a bank, and we're going to go ahead and close there. Now, I haven't done a bunch of closings at a bank, but I have done some. I don't want to be late for my appointment, so I better get going. I always leave early. So anyway, I'm doing this one at a bank, and let's see. Video protected. Usually, when I do a loan closing at a bank, the nice people at the bank will give me a whole office, and they let me go at it, right? They give me an office, and I go ahead and I take care of my signers, my clients. And I walk them through the process of signing their loan papers. So that's what I'll do this afternoon. And I told you that I would let you know how this morning's appointment went. It was great. The woman that I met who was buying her first house was so sweet. She was very nice. So anyway, it's a beautiful day still in Ohio, which is great. And now I am going to go and do a little traveling. So I'm going to listen to some music while I am on my way. So when I'm finished with this appointment, what I'm going to do is go to the FedEx and drop off that earlier package. I'm also going to go to UPS because the signing that I'm about to do, the signing appointment that I'm about to have, they sent a shipping label for UPS. So I'm going to find the closest UPS office and go ahead and take those documents to the UPS office. I'll drop those documents there, and of course I will have a receipt. I got receipts. Okay, so that's how my afternoon is going to be, and I'm going to drive safely, so I'm going to sign off, and I hope you all have a fabulous afternoon. I'll let you know how the appointment went. Bye-bye. Hello again. I told you I would go ahead and check back in after my loan signing with the folks up in a different area, 30 minutes away, and that was in a whole different county. So I had to go through the notary certificates and change the county that was already printed on the notary certificate and change it to the county I was headed to. So I did that. So already a lot has happened. I've left that appointment, and it turns out that those folks are moving to a different state. They are buying a beautiful home in a beautiful area, and it sounded super picturesque, and I'm excited for them on their new journey. Well, as I said, a lot has happened since then. I've been on the road, and I've gone to FedEx to drop off my first package from today. And then I went into the UPS that was near the location of the signing. Remember I mentioned how I was going to go to a bank? So after I left that bank doing the loan signing there, I then went to the UPS store. And I'm going on as normal, thinking everything is the same as every time I go to the UPS store to drop off a loan package. Well, it wasn't. The young man there, the clerk, was telling me that the envelope that I wanted was going to cost $1.30. Well, when I head into UPS and FedEx, I never pay for an envelope. In fact, with FedEx in particular, I have a FedEx account, and I can literally order envelopes from FedEx, and it's free. So paying for an envelope has never come up. So here's what happened. They're a franchise. So it's privately owned by someone, and of course, because it costs them to purchase envelopes, they pass that cost off to their customers. I'm not mad at that. It's a business and they're in it to make money. However, I've never paid for an envelope and I'm never going to pay for an envelope. The shipping label that I receive along with the documents comes from the person or the business entity who prepares those documents, which is usually the title company. Well, again, since I never pay for envelopes, we don't have to worry about that. So there's a shipping label that's already been paid for. So I went to another UPS store, which is where I am now. I've already dropped the package. And as I've told you before, I've got receipts. So that is done. And since that time, actually when I arrived at the UPS store before I went in, I got a call. I got a call for what we call general notary work. So it was a gentleman who called. He and his wife needed to sign a document. They needed their signatures notarized on a couple documents. And I made an appointment with them that would have been in just a few minutes. But after I came out of the UPS store, of course, I was only in there really briefly. He called and canceled. Says that they've got something going on and they would call me back on another day. We'll see. They may find another notary to go to. They may go to UPS because he was at UPS when he called me. They didn't have a notary public available, which is just another lesson. Call your call your mobile notary. Call your mobile notary. She or he will come to you to notarize your signature on your documents. UPS is great, but they're not always available. And they also are not always knowledgeable in how to notarize your documents, from what I hear. So anyway, then I got a call about doing a notarization today. Well, obviously I'm busy. And the truth is, I just don't have the time. I've got another notarization that I'm doing for a friend tonight in just a little while, and I need to be there on time. So, busy, okay? As a mobile notary and a remote online notary, you can stay busy. I do. It's a Friday in March, and it's a beautiful day. But it's been a busy day, and I've only had 2 notarizations today, or 2 loan signings today. And I'll have a notarization later. It's all good though. But this is what I've chosen. I love this life. And with that being said, I'm going to be out because I've got another appointment to get to. See you later. Thanks for watching.